Details remain unclear tonight about the incident between Louisville Metro Police and top golfer Scotty Scheffler, even with the release of new video. Good evening, everybody. I'm Connie Leonard in for Doug Profit. Well, tonight, the Louisville mayor is offering new insights about what we can't see in the videos of the arrest as police investigated the death of a Valhalla volunteer. Scotty Scheffler back on the golf course in Texas Thursday, but not speaking to reporters, just hours after the release of new video showing his arrest outside Valhalla Golf Course last Friday. Louisville Metro Police have acknowledged there's no body camera video of the initial incident between Scheffler and Detective Brian Gillis, instead releasing video from a pole camera across Shelbyville Road and a police dash cam. Neither video shows an officer being dragged by Scheffler's car as written in the arrest citation.
I am unaware of any video that exists of the initial contact between an LMPD officer and Mr. Scheffler.
Mayor Craig Greenberg and LMPD Chief Jacqueline Gwen Villarroel didn't take questions at the news conference, but the mayor did talk to Terry Miners on WHAS radio Thursday evening, offering some new insights.
My understanding is that the initial contact between the LMPD officer and Mr. Scheffler you cannot see in that video because the buses were in the way, and then you see the car pulling into the Valhalla entry.
Within seconds of that car turning into the gate, an officer runs after it, waving their hands and even appearing to swipe toward the driver's side window. A couple of minutes later, Scheffler is out of his car and escorted away in handcuffs to a police cruiser.
Our position's the same as it was last Friday. Scotty Scheffler didn't do anything wrong. We're not interested in settling the case. We will either try it or it'll be dismissed.
Scheffler's attorney, Steve Romine, says the videos won't impact his case at all.
All the evidence that continues to come out just continues to support what Scotty said all along, that this was a chaotic situation and a miscommunication.
The chief did acknowledge the lack of body camera video is a policy violation.
Detective Gillis should have turned on his body-worn camera but did not.
The chief says Gillis was counseled by a member of his command staff. A copy of Gillis's personnel file shows he's been disciplined in the past for crashing his vehicle and missing court. Records also show he was suspended for 5 days in 2013 for doing donuts in a parking lot with lights and sirens on while an intoxicated civilian was in his police vehicle. Gillis's file also includes numerous letters of commendation over his 16-year career. And the Jefferson County Attorney's Office says they are still reviewing the case. In an updated statement sent to WHAS11 today, spokesperson Josh Abner said, quote, "The Jefferson County Attorney's Office has continued to receive evidence and has yet to conduct final interviews with investigators regarding the charges filed by LMPD against Mr. Scheffler. As we have stated previously, no decisions have been made and our review continues." In other news tonight, a man has now died from his injuries after a shooting in the Portland neighborhood Tuesday night. LMPD says police responded to that shooting just before 10:30 Tuesday evening on North 20th Street. When officers arrived, they found a man who had been shot in the head lying in the street. He was taken to U of L Hospital where he died today. It was one of 4 shootings that happened Tuesday night. Anyone with information about any of those shootings is encouraged to call the anonymous tip line at 574-LMPD. LMPD plans to release the body camera video from 2 officer-involved shootings that happened within the last 2 weeks. The first happened late May 11th on Crawford Avenue in PRP. Police say Nicholas Pierce was armed with a knife and came towards officers. Officers attempted to use multiple options to get Pierce to drop that knife, including non-lethal force. But when that didn't work, 3 officers fired at him. Pierce later died at the hospital. The second shooting happened just 3 days later on Kenton Street in Wilder Park. Police were surveying that area when they spotted a 17-year-old homicide suspect. LMPD says the teen displayed a gun before running from police. Eventually, the teen was wrestled to the ground, and police say that's when he fired a shot. Officer Benjamin Derby returned fire, hitting the teen. He died at the hospital 8 days later. LMPD plans to release video in both incidents tomorrow at 11:30. An Oldham County teacher has been arrested after allegedly saying he only had a few more days to conduct a school shooting. According to an arrest citation on Wednesday, Oldham County High School teacher Michael Tripp told a group of students that he had only a few more days to shoot up the school. A student heard that statement and reported it to a staff member. Oldham County Police then interviewed Tripp. He confirmed he made a comment about school shootings, even going as far to say he would become the next school shooter. Oldham County Schools sent a letter to parents yesterday saying safety is their top priority and, quote, that teacher will not be on campus for the remainder of the school year. We are learning new details about the arrest of an 18-year-old veteran on New Albany's police force. Sergeant Chad Armenta is facing 2 felony counts of official misconduct, 1 felony count of stalking, and several misdemeanors, including interference in reporting a crime. According to arrest reports, Armenta is accused of going to an ex-girlfriend's house one night and knocking on her window. Police say on April 25th, she called 911. 5 minutes later, Armenta called 911 and told them to disregard the call. Armenta, it also says, is accused of asking a 911 operator to ping her phone for a location in January, saying it was to locate a potentially suicidal man. Police confirmed the number was for his ex, and she was not trying to harm herself. Armenta had an initial court appearance Thursday, pled not guilty, and posted a $20,000 cash bond. He's on paid administrative leave. New tonight, loved ones held a vigil to remember a man found dead inside Metro Corrections over the weekend. Richard Graham was found unresponsive early Sunday morning after corrections officers were alerted to an alarm that a Narcan box had been opened. Graham later died at the facility. Tonight, family members gathered outside of corrections to honor Graham. They were joined by the ACLU of Kentucky, who says they'll be watching the jail closely as it works with a new health care provider.
Mr. Graham's death is the first death that has happened under Yes Care's watch on the facility. And so a focus for us moving forward as that new contract has come online is to sort of start to establish some relationships with the folks who are managing Yes Care and making sure that the people in the facility are receiving their medications, that the mental health screenings, wellness screenings are happening as they should be.
Metro Corrections switched to Yes Care back in January, nearly a year after the jail announced it would end its contract with its previous provider, WellPath. The company oversaw health care at the jail during a sharp spike in deaths at the facility, leading to criticism from jail reform advocates. In a statement, Corrections Chief Jerry Collins said his team was conducting an internal investigation into the death. LMPD's Public Integrity Unit is also conducting their own investigation. TARC is facing a financial crisis with the possibility of layoffs next year and service reductions as early as June. New tonight, TARC union members rallied in front of City Hall, calling on council members to help with funding. The night teams, Taylor Woods and photojournalist Aspen Hester, talked to employees about what they want to see.
What do we want? Fund public transit! When do we want it? Now!
Dozens of TARC drivers stood in solidarity outside of City Hall, calling on Metro Council to take action.
We want to get transit fund,
Hank Laufer has worked as a maintenance mechanic at TARC for 24 years. He's concerned for his colleagues since the transit system is facing layoffs in January due to what they call a fiscal cliff.
People out of jobs, families, not sure what they're going to do.
TARC projects to exhaust $140 million in COVID funds by summer 2025, with an estimated budget gap as much as $30 million by mid-2026. Due to financial challenges, service reductions could start as early as this summer on June 30th. This means less routes will be available to riders.
They're going to go to a Saturday plus schedule. So now, is it going to interfere with other people's jobs getting to and from?
If TARC does reduce routes, 19 routes will move to the Saturday plus schedule. 3 routes will be discontinued: number 46 National Turnpike, number 73 West Louisville River Ridge, and 74 Chamberlain Lane.
So I'm asking y'all to be a partner in helping with coming up ways to fund public transit, and that's whether that's a ballot referendum, a tax referendum.
TARC Union President Lillian Brentz is counting on Metro Council to help fund TARC. Last month, Mayor Craig Greenberg said laid-off TARC drivers could come to JCPS. Brentz said she was informed TARC and JCPS are still in an ongoing negotiation, but she says that's not enough.
Having an agreement with JCPS still does not resolve the funding issues. We have a responsibility to the community.
Brentz says transportation is a quality of life.
Don't take transportation for granted. Support it financially.
Louisville is a union town.
In Louisville, Taylor Woods, WHAS 1119 on your side.
TARC will have a public meeting about the proposed route reductions next month, June 4th, from 4 until 7 p.m. at Union Station.